guys, Ralph here. Welcome to True Power Trumpet Fitness on this magnificent Monday here in Connecticut. Life's good, baby. Life is good. Anyway, did 20 this morning, quite early this morning on the bike. Practiced. I'm going to get this up. I'm going to go out for another 10. Guys, the weather is so nice, and it is going to be too cold soon to ride my bike. I'm going to take every second I possibly can and be on that bike. Anyway, you saw the thumbnail. Yeah, the happy zone can change from day to day. How do we deal with that? It's actually very, very simple. And if you've been following along, you already know the answer. You can turn this off. If not, let me honk a little bit and we'll get going. Hellacious, double C's, and a little barbed wire. So anyway, what are we talking about, Ralph? This happy zone can change from day to day. Here's the deal. A friend of mine gave a lesson to last week. And I'm telling you guys, I get so much knowledge and everything from my teaching. It's just... So many of these topics that I go to happened just the other day with a student. Okay, I have my pen and my pencil right next to and while I'm teaching, I'll just write it down, topics, and I'm ready to go. Anyway, with one of my students, good player, and he had a great week. I take that, yeah, he had a great week. He had a lesson on Friday. This is week prior. Saturday, Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, it was just getting better and better and better. Okay? He doesn't have the time to practice as much as some people. He does have teeth issues enough, and sometimes he gets thrown off and all this sort of stuff. Anyway, so when he has time going and he's getting the good practice done, it just gets better and better and better. Wednesday, okay, he had an awesome day. He literally played for 4 hours. Okay? Not 4 straight hours, 20 minutes here, a half an hour there, 40 minutes there, that type of thing. 4 hours over the course of a day. Finished strong. Can't wait to show Ralph. Thursday, could barely make a sound. Okay? Friday, again, was his lesson. And he was playing better, but it wasn't like it was the week before. So what do? Well, you stay in your happy zone. Well, his happy zone for the longest time was a low G to an A or B flat above the staff. His happy zone today was a low C to maybe a G or A flat on top of the staff. Much smaller in both directions. The low G's, shaking and everything. Guys, I wasn't there on Wednesday to see what he was doing wrong. But there's no question he overdid it. When the chops feel great and you're just playing and playing and playing, you don't want to stop, you don't want to spit buzz, you don't want to reset, you get off, and before you know it, even though things feel great, you've done some damage. Obviously, he had done some damage, or he'd be just fine the next day. Okay? So again, specifically, I can't say what was wrong with the damage. No problem. No problem at all. All you do is take what you have that sounds centered, pure, and brilliant, and the notes pop. Guys, that can be one note. I don't care. I don't care. With one note, and I've done a video on this with the title, one note correctly and a double C is yours. You just play correctly. And the more you play correctly, like that Wednesday, he just kept playing and playing and playing, and it sounded better and better and better. Obviously, he got to a point of no return, and he should have stopped. It started going downhill. Okay? But guys, literally, even if it's just one note, and if you can't play one note, then you spit buzz until you can. I don't care if it's a G, I don't care if it's a C, it doesn't matter what note it is. Boom, there it is. There it is. Start. Let's just say it's a G. Okay, play me 5 Gs. Okay? Make sure each note pops. G, 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 G. Good. Try an A. A, 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 A. That's what you do. Now, anybody that's taken a lesson with me knows that I go way overtime with everybody. Most of the time, they're half-hour lessons, and I always end up 35, 40, 45 minutes. I just love to teach, and I don't, especially when things are going good, or when things are not going good, I like to stay and make sure they're going good, okay? And he just started getting better and better and better, and by the end of the lesson, by the end of about 40 minutes of playing, again, his low G was coming out, and his high A and B, it was back. It took 45 minutes, but it was back. Now, also, I want you to keep in mind, anybody that's taken a lesson with me knows I have the gift of gab. I love to talk, especially about trumpet. Oh, I can go all day. I can go all day talking about trumpet. Okay? Now, with that said, I talk a lot during a lesson, and usually when I hear the chops breaking down, okay, I jump in. You know what? Before we do the next one, have you heard that Doc Severinsen album of this? You know what I heard? Somebody told me this about Herseth, and we talk a little bit. And before you know it, we go back to it a minute and a half, 2 minutes later. God, it sounds like he's on steroids. What just happened? Guys, we've talked about this before. The actual motion, the actual process of working out, exercising, which is playing a trumpet, breaks muscle down. You don't build muscle up until you rest. And what's happened in that minute and a half, some blood rushed back to the lips. You started literally building muscle, and boom, you're ready to go. So, chops are sore. You can't play a note. Get to the point where you can play one note correctly. Then, spit buzz like crazy. Stop, spit buzz, reset. Take time off, a minute and a half. Get on your phone, answer mail, whatever. Go back to it. If it gets to a point where it's just too frustrating, it's not happening at all, put it down for an hour or 2 hours. If you can come back to it that day, great. Guaranteed you, if you come back to it after an hour or something, it sounds better. It absolutely sounds better. If you have to wait until the next day, great. But you still got 1 or 2 notes that are focusing. Then, before you know it, you're 3 or 4, and once you get that, everything expands. The range goes up, and the range goes down. It happens. It happens. One of my students did a marching band, 9-hour marching band rehearsal. And out in the sun, he was all sunburned. His chops were a little burnt, all this sort of stuff. A little stiff, a little sore. Guys, we got it going. We stayed in the happy zone. Before you know it, he's killing high Fs. It comes back. It comes back if you play correctly. Now, all of you, all of us, go through periods where we don't play correctly. It happens. Sometimes unbeknownst to us, sometimes we know we're doing it, we're at a job, we got to do it. I'm lucky, I have a very, very sterile environment that I just stop when I feel like it. So I really don't have bad days anymore. That's more of my situation. And, of course, the system. But the two of them combined, I really and truly don't have bad days. But here's the deal. There's no reason in the world for you to have a bad day either. Because even if, like my friend, you get there and it's just not happening that day, you have the tools in the toolbox to get it back. It might take you 15 minutes. It might take you an hour. It might take you all of one day, depending on what you did before. But you have the tools in the toolbox to get it back. Just follow the principles, relax the corner, proper tongue, don't overblow, spit buzz, stop, spit buzz, reset. Boom. All right? All right. Eat and drink your fruits, vegetables, and starches and live your life with true power. Not the fake stuff, true power. Love you all.